Alrighty, so, a little demo review here for my buddy AMC. He's the medic on red team. And we'll be just seeing how this goes. Where is he?
Thank you, Doctor.
Plant? I am plant. There he is.
60 seconds.
Cool. So something that some people will do on payload maps especially is you will have your medic run Kritzkrieg your demo at the very beginning, and then after you've used your Kritzkrieg, you will have your scout run you back to spawn and switch to med again. I don't know if that's something that you do or not, or if you just didn't do it here, but it's definitely something cool and epic and great. So I'm going to speed this up a little bit.
Mission begins in 30 seconds. Mission begins.
Alright. So on first here, generally speaking, there's not going to be a whole lot going on. You should just be doing what you're doing, which is correct, which is just staying in the corner. Make sure you're buffing your combat classes, making sure that all of them are, goodness, this is very loud. Let me see if I can change the audio to be a little quieter. That's much better. Okay. So, just chilling here, healing your combat classes. Pyro gets the spy. Good job. Good job on that Pyro. Should just be... Okay, and so right about here... Let's see. Alright, so... Oh, can I not third person? Oh, I can't third person. Okay. I don't really need to, but it would have been nice if I could. So right about now, you can see on the cart, towards the very bottom, once that cart icon enters that little first red circle, you should be getting out of first. Reason being is that you need to give yourself enough time to get up to apartments on second to properly defend that, because that is where 99% of the exchanges will happen, unless you're fighting some goofy newbie team who doesn't know what they're doing. So you need to give yourself time to get out, and also not to get caught in. Some teams who are in lower divisions will get themselves caught in cave, and then that's really bad. So this happens, you stay in here a little bit long. You guys seem to be holding off, maybe I should bite my tongue. Okay, so now, once the point is kept, you start heading out. Did you see that sniper dot on the side there? That was a little dangerous, but that's fine. It didn't kill you, so... You get your demo and your combo up here. I'm gonna go back to normal speed right about now, because this is where things start happening. Presumably. You're just gonna stand in this corner. Keeping your back to the wall is very crucial here, because otherwise, spies can pull some weird janky shit going through that window on the left. But right here is fine too. Alright, so here, I don't like standing here as medic, and let me show you why. You see that cave over there? If you stand in this window or in this window, their sniper, if your flank isn't guarding it, can just dome you right through either one of these windows. And that's very scary. I like to stand where that minigun is right now, where the dispenser normally is at. Your engineer has a sentry, or dispenser a little to the left, but that's fine. But you do not want to be standing in either of these sidelines, because you could just get domed and drop, and then your team is basically a bunch of pool noodles. So, yeah, that's, try not to do that. Try not to stand in those open areas. Make sure you... Alright, so they use here... Our Uber is fucking absolutely terrible. You can see that on our team, our heavy, our pyro, and our soldier are all dead. So basically our entire combo is dead. The only person we have in here is our poor demo man. And so this should be just like an easy kite. Your pyro should be able to just stuff him into the corner and do, nothing you shouldn't have to use here unless they get really far forward, or your pyro flukes it. Alright, now you should use. That was really silly. Your pyro should have just stuffed the fuck out of that demo man, and that you should not have had to use there. And then, of course, you come through, torch our demo man, wipe our combo. Good job. You shouldn't be standing that close to that door 99% of the time, so don't do that. Then you should You should try to avoid standing there because that's where a lot of spam comes through. But right now it doesn't really matter. Okay, so right here is a bad spot because Demo Man love to put stickies like right through this area right here, right through this doorway. And so you should make sure that your demo can catch that spam. That's fine. He has 260 health. You have a lot less than that. And so if you catch a lot of that spam, it's going to be very bad. So trying to play over closer to this dispenser with your back against the wall, that's the ideal position. It may not be interesting, but that is where it's ideal. You should, oh my goodness, this corner is like a death trap. You should be over on that far side. Oh my goodness gracious, it's giving me anxiety. Ah! You see a spy. Sure, nothing much happens here. It's roughly even Uber charges. You shouldn't be getting too aggressive or greedy. Oh my goodness. Don't go out there. Okay, so I know it is hellaciously boring, but on second point, I implore you. You see this wooden beam right here? Just stand with your back right to that and heal your combo. Because when you're out here, you can get domed from there. You can get domed from the cart if the sniper is forward on the cart. You can get killed from so many locations. Don't go outside here. It's very scary. You can die very easily to it. And in higher divisions, you will just get instantly killed by snipers because they're very good at higher divisions. So, yada yada. Pedantics. Things are happening. Spam's going out. I'm going to keep forwarding this until the exchange comes through or something because you're doing a fine job. Alright. Exchange comes through here. So right now, you know that your Uber is automatically going to be better because we have already used. So we by default, and we're actually halfway through our Uber. You can see it, but you probably wouldn't know it by the time. Your Uber is going to be much, much, much better. So using right here would probably be the correct move, and then your combo just eats us alive. I'm assuming that's what happens. Yeah, you use. Our power blasts you down a little bit, but you should be, your heavy should be up here pounding the shit out of all of us because we're greedy. Yeah, there's one. Yeah, there. That's good. Good use there. No, it's fine. Your positioning is a little questionable here. I would be standing with your back to the wall because otherwise, when you're standing out in the open like this, it is very easy for spies to just pick you off the vine, but our spy is dead, so that's irrelevant. Just in general, try to keep your back to a wall. It makes it a lot harder for people to sneak up on you. And that's fine. You guys did a great job of shutting us down. Continuing on, spam building. Our team's spamming vines because we think we're cool. I guess you didn't get out in time? I don't know what really happened there. Let me rewind a little bit. Let's go to 20,000. Oh, is it not going? Go to 20,000 tick. I want to see what happened there because that definitely seems like that's not normal. Okay. So we're at 20,000. Let's take a look at what's going on in here. Alright. Where? Okay. There you are. Okay. So you guys are doing good. Doing good. Okay, so right here, this is real bad. Reason being, the second that you see their combos start to push their way through here, you need to be getting the fuck out because look at this. Your combo is losing the fight, you are down 5 people. The second you see that many people, especially your combo members, go down, you need to be getting the fuck out. I don't care if you love your heavy, if you're like boyfriend, girlfriend, I don't give a damn. You need to get out. And for that, you're going to get punished and killed by this pyro, which realistically probably shouldn't happen. For reference, on Medic, when your team dies like that, you want to sit close to your team and walk out either like that, like along tracks, or you want to drop down through this little doorway. You can see the blue arrows pointing to it, but since I can't third person for some reason, let me see if I can fix that. Hold on. What if I just go really slow? Can I? Okay, so I can move. but it's just real slow. Okay, that's fine. That'll be really handy going forward. Okay. So you guys lose that. That's fine, honestly. You should have gotten out a lot earlier, but that's a live and learn moment. As long as you learn from a mistake, it's useful, you know. So you're still dead. Your team should absolutely not be fighting this. You should be like out. Your whole team wiped on this point. You just go immediately to last. Yeah, here I am up here. So where are you at right now? That's the question. You guys should be getting the fuck out of Doge. That's good, okay. So you're right here. That's good. Your demo's holding off the spam. We are entirely too far forward here. We should be dead. Our power and I, we were just being a bunch of idiots. We should have died there to a sniper or otherwise. Okay, what you're doing right here is good. We use here. Okay, our pyro has a lot of fun. I come back from space. I remember I got launched into the skybox on that one. What I'm trying to see is, where are you at? Okay, so right here is fine. This is a fine position to be holding as medic. But know that you're in a massive sniper sight line. So the second they start to go past that tree, you should probably be backing up and you get caught out from a demo because you were really far forward. Something that I'm noticing here as well, your teammates are not nearly as useful as you would like to think they are. If you see that like 5 of your teammates are down, you need to be like leaving, like getting out, because there is nothing on God's green earth that will stop someone from like going past people and killing you. Your life is way more valuable than just about everybody on your team. And so if you have to bait them, that's fine. If you have to get out, that's fine. But the worst thing you can do is like, I don't know, is be too greedy or over-aggressive. And I fall in that problem a lot too. But being a little greedy or over-aggressive can like really, even by just a little bit, can really get punished. Especially in Highlander when there's a lot more people out to kill you. So you come up here, you should be going immediately topside to last and holding by the traffic light. Let's see where you go. Good! That's excellent. I'm glad that you know that because this area right here is superb in terms of holding for medic. Yep, your heavy's where you should be. Everyone's where they should be. Then, okay, your engineer, this is a bit of a blunder. Your engineer should have your dispenser right where you're standing right now. Definitely not there, unless he's like, the flank really needs it. Even then, the flank can just come back to you for a quick buff. That's silly. Why is he putting that there? I don't get it. Anyways, that's just something niche. I don't know. Maybe he's smarter than I am, and I'm just an idiot. So, yada-da. Yada-da. Need to fix the, POV. Also, something of note, I don't know if you do this, but I absolutely cannot play medic with my healing beam and view models on. So I recommend viewmodel _ FOV0, and it gets rid of your healing beam, so it's not as distracting and taking up all of your screen, and you can like see through your medi beam. It's pretty freaking epic. So yada da da da, yada da da da. You're waiting to get Uber charge. We have, but we're really slow for some reason. I don't know why we don't go in here. Probably miscalculated Uber because I'm terrible. Anyways. Now it's evens. Okay. So. You see us on the flank over here. Our demo gets destroyed. Or wait, no, that was their demo. And you guys failed to look at the cart because we were distracting up on the upper right. Something that is really critical is that your heavy, this isn't about you necessarily, but that your heavy is playing where he has eyes on the cart constantly. And so that kind of cost you on that one. Outside of that, you did fine. You could, I don't know. There wasn't anything that you really did wrong there. It was just unfortunate plays by your teammates. And that's not to say that they're like, my teammates suck. Just a little bit of a blunder. It happens to everyone. Alright. So pedantic, spawn, yada da da da. Da 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 da. So yep, as medic on offense, you stay in spawn, you crossbow people who need it. That's about fucking it, to be honest. Your demo man's doing a good job of being within arrow range. That's something that a lot of demo men don't do, actually. On first, oh, there you go. Speak of the devil. So not peeking here is super important because their sniper basically has the entire fucking sightline on the cart. So you would just die. So staying in spawn is the correct move, regardless of how boring it is. Trust me, I know it's boring. You should be with your... Oh, goodness me. You should be waiting until that cart is capped, baby. Yep. That's unfortunate. Alright, so on first, here's how it goes. Most of the time, anyway. You stay in spawn as medic, and you look pretty, and that's about it. And the second this point gets capped, right? The second that this gets capped... Oh, jeez, hold on. Ah, one moment. The second that this point right here gets capped, you, as medic, you come through this little orange gate here. And once their team, the red team, has gotten out, once this is capped and the red team is out, then you walk out of spawn and across here. Your team will be calling if there are still people in here, so if there are, wait, and then once it's clear, you cross the intersection. So coming out early there is really, really punishing, because spies will eat you alive because your team's pushing on the cart, and snipers have a sight line from cave all the way around here. Whatever the sun touches is part of their domain. And so, just being a little bit more careful like that will be very helpful. Because that means that we have 100% Uber charge, so if I was a good player, we would have pushed in with our advantage. Okay, so you come on out here. Your combo should immediately be rotating over here to apartments. Oh goodness. Please do not go into the cave. Okay, another learning moment. So, on medic, right? On medic, you never, ever, ever want to be caught dead in cave, because soldiers just spam the living hell out of this. Where you want to be is over in a beautiful little location called apartments. And that is... Let's see if I can get over there. Wish I got third person. You know what? Heck with it. We'll just play it out, and I'll show you where apartments is, because I guarantee you it will come up. So right there, you are peeking a massive fucking sniper sight lane, and your engineer pays the price and not you, thank God. You should never be in this cave for any reason, for any amount of time. And see, your pyro has the right idea. You guys need to be going up to apartments, which is up over here. And generally speaking, you will take your either Phlogistonator pyro through there and just melt everybody, or your demo man through there. It just kind of depends if your pyro has Phloג or not. You need to be tanking the ever-loving shit out of your demo and heavy. Your pyro can wait until it's time for Uber charge, which is fine. That's what you're doing. You're doing a very good job of doing that. Okay, so your pyro hits the Phlog, you need a charge through here. Oh, you don't have Uber charge. So I assume you guys just get destroyed, yeah. Yeah, absolutely not. That definitely... You should not be pushing through this area without an Uber charge, because it is super duper spammy and the door locks behind you. And so it's very dangerous. Alright. So outside of that, just making sure that you have charge before you go through there. You should not be walking through there without charge, ever in a million years. Okay. So you guys drop down here. You're with your pyro. No other members of your combo are anywhere to be seen, which is mildly unusual. Is the heavy shooting at you? What the hell? Is our heavy still in there? He is! Why is he in there? Okay. That was just extremely unusual positioning from our heavy. I can't really fault you on that. He definitely should not have been where he was. That's so weird. Yeah, he should have been out to third already. Interesting. Okay. Oh, it's just a case of wrong place, wrong time, weird heavy. So far you've been doing an okay job. It's just positioning. It needs a little bit of work. So here's another thing that you definitely don't want to do. You never want to be in this location, and here's why. Spies can basically just walk up here for free and kill people very easily. It is also a massive sniper sightline because snipers can shoot through windows, and so if the sniper's looking at you, you will die from a lot of different places. And additionally, soldiers can bomb up here and just destroy you from behind. So where you want to be instead of here is over to the right. You can kind of see it to the right of that little area. That's called IT. And basically, you want to just roll your combo through there and take Ubercharge through there, as opposed to where you're going through right now, because this area gets spammed out very easily. There's not a single place here that leads anywhere that isn't a choke point. So going over there is ideal, and Ubering through there, as opposed to through here. And you don't even have charge yet, so it's really going to be difficult. On top of that, you only have your heavy with you that I see. Maybe I'm blind. Hold on. SV Sheets 1. No clip. Nope. If I could spell. Oh, whatever. So, let's see how this goes. You in a higher division, you would have just gotten domed right off the bat, but you have lived. You see our soldier in the flank. It's just you and the heavy. Also, while you're up here, make sure that your back is to a wall as much as it can be, because spies love to hang out on flanks, the flank routes. Ooh, don't stand out there. No. Okay. So standing out there is it's a pretty common spam spot for a lot of players. I've seen demos put traps up here and over there on the health pack to stop flankers, but there's just a little positioning error. But you can learn from that, and you can get better from that. Try to keep your back to a wall whenever you're indoors, and try not to go outdoors unless you absolutely have to when it comes to play on this map. It's just a little rule of thumb type of thing. Okay. Fast forward, fast forward, fast forward. So you're with your heavy and IT. This is where you guys should be pushing from. This is correct. You want your heavy up here, demo and soldier quite possibly as well. There's our demo, speak of the devil. You do not have charge yet, so you should not be getting this aggressive, because if we use in here, it's going to be a full wipe. You should be way further back, and we use, and oh boy, here it goes. Yeah, that's just a matter of knowing percentages and tracking Uber. If you don't know how to track Uber very well, there's actually a very good video by Mr. Slyn that I can link you. He has a little plugin for Team Fortress 2 HUDs that makes it a lot easier to track Ubers. It's super handy dandy, or at least when I started playing or learning how to count Uber, it was. So that was just a little issue. Here I'm just being a goofy retard because my team told me to go behind. I stood behind for way too long. You're walking forward here. You should be careful of a spy here. You are very far forward, my guy. Alright, so on the cart, right? You have people who are way better at being on the cart than you, who are way better choices than you to be on the cart. I'm trying to get a good angle here. Oh. So from here, you should be somewhere back there, like where your sniper is at, but not in the sniper sight lane. Being on the cart right here is a super big hazard for demo spamming you out. Of course, our entire team is dead, so it's kind of irrelevant what I'm saying, but try to stay a little bit further back on this point, because it will pay dividends in terms of survivability. Okay. So you guys are moving forward here. You do not have charge, so be careful of that. You should not go around this rock because it is a massive sniper sight line, and you're around the rock. Oh, okay. So you guys go for an upper push. That's fine, honestly. Going upper to right is a very solid strategy because it takes a lot of the heat off the cart, which lets your cart pushers get on there. There I get caught out. I call you guys are coming across, and uh-oh, the entire enemy team is here. You should probably not be running directly at the demo man. Or directly at the heavy, and okay. So in a situation like that, when you see a lot of combat classes like all grouped up together, don't value your teammates nearly as much as you do. You need to get the fuck out of Doge. You need to leave, son, because they can't. Your demo man cannot fight 4 people at once. I guarantee it. So getting out of there is super duper helpful. Learn to scrape teammates off of you and learn to leave your teammates if they are entirely too far forward. I used to have that problem too. I had the same problem as you where I would value my teammates an awful lot and I would hate to like leave them out to dry. But the thing is, your life is way super duper important compared to their life, which is a little bit less important. So you guys are building, that's fine. You should not be playing too far forward here because you guys are uber disad. Just building here. It's so rare that I see scouts build in Highlander. Give your scout a pat on the back. He did a good job. So you guys are going forward here. Now you have full charge. It's going to be even. You use. Alright, so let's take a look at this Uber. You catch out the scout because he's where he should be. Okay. Great. You take out the sentry gun. Okay. So whenever you Uber into last like that, cool bug facts, you can actually stand a little bit further back from your combo. Your medi gun shoots a lot longer than you think it does. The beam is a lot longer than you think it is. So standing a little bit further back from there can help in terms of post-Uber survivability. Keep you alive a little bit better. Can be super duper helpful. So now you guys are, your entire team is pretty weak here. You're going to see people getting picked off. And then we use, then our Uber fades off. So you guys have 30 seconds on the clock, and your entire combo is dead. So this is not looking great here. Again, your heal beam is a little longer than you think it is, so try to keep a little bit better spacing between your teammates. Otherwise, you'll catch demo spam like that, and now you're in a spot that you really don't want to be. Your pyro is like really. That was a very unusual play from your pyro. I don't think he should be doing that, but. And if you see teammates going entirely too far forward like that, like I get there's like 30 seconds left, it doesn't really matter, but if you see people going too far forward like that, let him get punished for going too far forward. You shouldn't have to suffer for his mistake, it's his mistake, so. And I think time runs out right about here. There's not a whole lot you can do in this situation, it's unfortunate. Okay. Alright, so, quick review of things to go over. Make sure that on offense, you are very careful and passive in spawn until your team caps the first point, and make sure the enemy team is flushed out, and then you can cross over to apartments where you should take an Uber charge through. Either your pyro if he has flog, or your demo if he is not running flog or doesn't have. And you can take a couple people with you if you want. You can take like pyro, demo, demo heavy, whatever. But you need like at least 2 combat classes to force your way through there. Sentry gun should be #1 priority besides the demo man. Make sure that when you're playing medic, you are in an area where you are not going to be headshot by snipers, like on the second point on defense. Just standing in that corner or against that wall with your back to the wall can be super good in terms of survivability. Knowing when your teammates are dead and when to get out is something to look at. If you have a HUD that displays both teams alive and dead status on the top of your screen, that can be like really helpful. And then finally, if your teammates are getting too aggressive, don't die for their mistake. Make sure that you have a good spacing between your teammates and yourself, because there's a lot of spam in Highlander. You're gonna catch a lot of excess damage that wasn't meant for you. So standing back can be really helpful. Keeping your back to the wall can help negate spies and see people coming at you from behind. And outside of that, the rest of your like medic skills seem very solid. You know when to use Uber charge. You know how to like arrow people properly. You have like pretty good movement when it comes to you being caught out. You do a lot of things very well, honestly, which is great. That's very promising that you have all that going for you so early on. But things like knowing, things like keeping your back to the wall as much as you can. and not getting too greedy with overextending teammates, and a little bit of positioning. And that will take you from like a good medic to an incredible medic. Like you have a lot of potential. So I would look at the other ones, but I watched the other demo and it was basically the same things that I saw in this one. It was rather similar. So just those key things. Back to the wall, teammates in front of you, not too far ahead, and make sure that you are not in a sniper sight line. And that will do wonders for you. You will be a very good medic if you can follow those little simple rules of thumb. So that's that. You did very good. I look forward to seeing how you improve in the future. Cheers.